Hey, what's up everybody? Danny Lightning back with another Csr2 video, and we're working on the duality cup. I use the 600 LT and the 488 pista Spyder with purple stars. I'm going to show you guys how to drive both of these cars. We're going to do the very last race. So first off, you're probably going to want to know, for lock-in 1 and lock-in 2, how fast is the speed trap and how fast is the sprint race. Alright, so for lock-in number 1, I had to do 0 to 100 in 2.975 seconds or faster. The speed trap I had to beat for lock-in number 1 was 281 miles per hour. So if your first car can beat those times, you should probably be able to beat the first set of lock-ins. I used the 600 LT for that. Alright, the second speed trap, or the speed trap for lock-in number 2, which I'm using the Ferrari 488 pista Spyder. I'm going to show you how to drive that in just a second as we run the very last race, and we'll go do a test run and I'll show you how to drive the 600 LT as well. But lock-in number 2, the fastest 0 to 100 sprint race was 3.628. So you have to do 0 to 100 faster than 3.628. In the last speed trap, I had to do 202 miles per hour. Now remember, speed traps are always a quarter mile. Even on a tier 4 or tier 5 car, I have some videos in my tuning playlist that show you guys how to beat speed traps and talk about sprint races, I do believe. So if you need tuning help, check those out. Unfortunately, if you can't get it with retuning the car, that just means your car needs more parts in it. But if you complete this duality cup, you're going to get a bunch of parts, keys, and cash, which is very cool. I got one stage 6 part for the first lock-in, and I got 2 stage 6 parts for the car I locked in second. Alright, so let's go ahead and run the very last race, and I'm also going to show you how to drive the Ferrari pista Spyder as we do this last race, and then we're going to go do a test run on the McLaren 600 LT. These were the only 2 cars which I had that were allowed into the event. Alright, so this is the very last race. So what we're going to do to drive this car is hold down the gas. We're going to let go right around number 1 and try and get a perfect start. Pretty much instantly shift in the second gear, get a good shift in the third, instantly shift in the fourth, and hit your nitrous, and all good shifts after that. Alright, so check it out. 3, 2, 1, launch, second, third, fourth, nitrous, fifth, sixth, seventh. And the guy that runs the world record time on this car, this is how he drives it. He's running a 7.7 something. I'm lucky if I get a 7.8 or a 7.9. I don't know how he's getting 7.7s on this, but I can't find a good shift pattern that gets me the best time on this particular car. But that's how the guy with the world record drives this one. And the last time I had to beat was an 8.920, and that pretty much finishes off this duality cup for me. Alright, so that shows you the speed traps, the sprint races, and the very final time. So let's go and do a test run on the 600 LT now, and I'll show you guys how to drive that. Let me pause that so I don't waste your time here. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how to drive the 600 LT. As you guys should know, I don't show you guys tunes because your tunes completely change as you add parts. If your parts don't match mine exactly, this is not going to be a good tune for you. For example, I got an extra stage 6 for this 6 part for this from the duality cup, and I had to completely retune my car to, and it was a pretty big change in the way my car was tuned. Alright, that's why I don't share my tunes. Check my tuning playlist if you need to learn how to drive a car. So this car, we're going to let go of the gas a little bit after number 1 to try and get a perfect start. We're pretty much going to instantly shift in the second, instantly shift in the third, good shift in the fourth, hit nitrous, good shifts after that. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, let go. Second, third, fourth and nitrous, fifth, sixth, seventh, and that's all she wrote. If you got it tuned right, your nitrous should run out right about the same time that you go across the finish line. There's an 8.891 on that car. Dyno time was an 8.892, so this car is basically hitting dyno. But anyways, alright, I think that's pretty much wraps this video up, and I hope this helps. Catch you guys later.